Okay, summer is upon us. Exciting news at Ask a Special Education Attorney. We're announcing an IEP and 504 legal summer workshop. And so that's going to start in 2 weeks, and it's going to be every Thursday except for that first week in July. And it's going to run for an hour in the afternoon. But the exciting thing is also that it's going to be, and I'm going to flip it back to those topics so I can discuss it in just a second. But it is going to be in the afternoons, going to be live, which means, you have that option to participate, but then we're also recording these and we're going to make them available later in an on-demand format so that if you do miss it, we understand how busy everybody is, and we understand that what might work for some families, you need later in the evening when the kids are asleep, when you have that opportunity to sit down and really digest this information. We wanted to make that accessible as well. So we're putting these videos also in an on-demand format after we do them and record them live. So you have that option whether you want to participate in a live format, and I believe we're going to have a Q&A at the end. It's just that the Q&A aspect will not be recorded. I will be lecturing or providing the content for most of these areas with my brother Jason, who is our Texas special education attorney. He covering the entire state of Texas, and I support and assist him in our cases in Texas. He will be presenting on the 504 aspects, and some of these will be doing them together. But one of the things I wanted to explain is that we are starting at the beginning, and the reason that we're also having a focus and sort of an equal focus on 504 is because the entire point of triennial evaluations for special education is so that some of our kids will flow and ebb and flow in and out of special education. And then, of course, they're supposed to be supported as a backup under their 504. And there are many kids, they start out with 504s, and then it's identified later that they require specialized instruction, and they'll move into IEP. But regardless, even within your IEP, if your child's receiving accommodations, those are 504 accommodations that are just melded into and added to your child's IEP program. And so it is beneficial for you to understand both areas and why they're applicable and how they interconnect and relate to each other. And so these topics, starting June 24th, you can see, like I said, we're taking that first week off in July, but then we do close it out with 2 weeks discussing behavior issues, functional behavior assessments, behavior plans, the best practice. Those are very important topics, being that there's a lot of obstacles and we still are relying upon old law back in 2004 on how to guide and govern us with regards to FBAs and behavior plans. So you sort of need to understand how to navigate around that. And then we discuss the big broad topic of discipline and expulsion. But with regards to middle of June, we do discuss developing good IEPs, and then the next week implementing those good IEPs. And like I said, exciting topics. We will provide the links for you to be able to sign up if you want to participate in the live sessions. And then after the live sessions are done, we will also establish a link to where you will be able to identify and have access to our on-demand for these same seminars. After that, guys, we're going to be adding more and more and more content that has been individually tailored to very specific and hyper-focused areas within the law in small segments, and moving Ask a Special Education Attorney into that direction of providing those on-demand segments to train you as an educator, as a parent, as an advocate in these areas so that we can raise the level of understanding. And we believe that this is very valuable content, and especially in the way that we deliver it, understanding that you've got to balance the legal requirements with the reality of how to approach it in the real world. and how to negotiate, and understanding human nature, and understanding all of those various obstacles that exist out there that have nothing to do with special education, 504, disability, or anything like that. There are a lot of other federal and state tentacles that are in there that intersect and cause disruptions to why your child's IEP or 504 program are not working efficiently and as they should. And you need to understand what those are so you understand how to navigate around those. Exciting things coming up. These are things that we've been working on, and we are now plowing forward to have them established in an apparatus that families and educators would have access to. And excited to kick this off. And so we're going to share these links. And if you could, also go over to the YouTube channel. I know that that's where I house a lot of the videos, and then share them over to Facebook. But do me a solid, also subscribe to the page, okay? It helps us with regards to adding subscribers to YouTube, and provides us additional expanded opportunities with regard. And we just by the way, we just cataloged all of the videos on YouTube to where, instead of trying to search for things on Ask a Special Education Attorney, you can actually go over to the YouTube channel now, and you can sit there and see how it's been cataloged, a little bit more convenient to try to identify and find things.